Okay, now I'm going to make sure you guys are seeing it real quick. Paul and Sandy, if you can hear me, are you seeing my full screen with the presentation details on it? One second here and we should be about ready. Okay, Paul's saying yes, you guys are seeing it, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. I should be able to go into slideshow presentation, and hopefully this is going to show up. Paul, are we all good? Okay, they're saying we're good. So what we're going to talk about is kind of some ways or 8 ways to make money with Leafit. A lot of you in here are either brand new to the program as an affiliate or an associate. Just to let you know, Paul, I, and Sandy, who kind of put this group together, none of us are affiliated with Leafit in any way as far as working for the company. We are in the same level as you. We're just working to build a better network around us and to put some more money in our pocket. And I think that's what most of us are. I'm not going to go through the basics of Leafit because I think a lot of you have already done a little bit of research on that to understand what it is. We're about 2 weeks away from launch, somewhere in that range. The reason you're not getting an exact date is because it's all dependent on when we get approval or when Leafit gets approval for the App Store. And if they give you a date and then they can't keep it, then people are going to be pissed off at them. So hopefully you understand that. Now, getting into the Leafit training, I'm going to try to make this about probably 20 to 30 minutes. If anybody has any questions, to be able to ask. And then I'm going to give you some resources how you can get a hold of us to get a little help. We're all about helping our groups. So all of you that are in here that have been invited are associated with all of us. You can ask us any questions. We're here to help you because helping you does also help us, just to be honest with you, and it also helps Leafit. So 8 ways to make money. We're looking at a few different ways because not everybody is the same. We all have different skills. And so whether yours is building local relationships, whether it's strong efforts on social media, whether you're good out of the box thinker and look for other ideas, or whether you're just looking for paid efforts because you don't really have the time or don't really want to talk to people. Everybody has those situations where they may not want to get involved and message others. It's just your personal preference. So the one thing I want to say about this is do not feel you have to do all of these ideas to make yourself successful. Do a couple of them. Specialize. If you're good at building relationships and talking with people, you have no fears of that, then do it. I'll give you some extra ideas on how to start those conversations, but there are lots more than what we're just going to put in here, but I want to give you a starting point. So local relationships, social media, paid efforts, out of the box thinking. So let's start with the local relationships. You have to like to engage with people in person or have local connections already, comfortable meeting strangers. That'll be key to this side of it. If you are shy, which in person, I have a tendency to be shy. So it's harder for me to walk up to someone I don't know and actually start a conversation and get them involved with Leafit. Though I have a friend that I've brought onto Leafit who this is what he's perfect at. He couldn't tell you the first thing about going and building a following on social media, but he'll walk up to anybody and I call him a good bullshitter basically because I consider him that. So on the ideas for local relationships, contact family and friends. And then also, maybe Starbucks, Best Buy, mobile phone retailers. When I say contact family and friends, we aren't looking necessarily to get everybody in on a paid subscriber. Getting them in on affiliate, which is the free account, which anybody that ends up using Leafit will have a free affiliate account. The paid subscriber, we'll get into that part here in a little bit. But just getting them in on the free account, let's start there. We can work there, and if we can get them into pay later, great. But the reason I say Starbucks, Best Buy, mobile phone retailers, those people love to socialize. You go into Starbucks and you can talk to about anybody, and they're going to sit there and listen to you. Best Buy, electronics store, mobile phone retailers. If I walk into Sprint or T-Mobile and I see people sitting there on their iPhones, I can say, hey, have you heard of this new Leafit app? Well, let me show you a little bit about it. So what do you say to these people? Like I said, friends and family don't really want to be sold on something, but getting them in on a free account is just the beginning, and it's easy to do. And I use the example, Pinterest example with my family. My family, they have a lot of women in my family, and they love using Pinterest. And I'm like, well, if you're using Pinterest, why would you not create a free account on Leafit and get paid for the things that you're posting? It just makes sense. Okay, now public, and that's going to depend on how comfortable you really are. So one of the things that I think is a good icebreaker, if you walk up to somebody and you say something like, I like your shoes. Do you mind if I take a picture of them and post it on Leafit? They're probably going to be like, whoa, what's Leafit? And then you can go right ahead and explain to them, well, Leafit's a new social media network that actually pays you for posting content. And then you can even tell them, I'm going to post this picture, and then I'm going to tag it with Nike shoes or whatever type of shoes it is, and then you're going to make it an affiliate link. So you can explain to them a little bit how it works and say, here, you can get a free account right here. You can only get in by invite, but I can give you an invite. That's your way in. On the social media ideas, the app is already closest to being Pinterest and Instagram because it's already about pictures, but we'll talk a little bit about that. Some things you can do on Google+, maybe some Facebook, Empire Avenue, and all of these things I have had success in bringing people in on the affiliate and the associate programs. So first, what are you going to say on Pinterest or Instagram? How I kind of work it is, great picture, where can I buy that item? And then after they reply and tell me, well, you can get it here. Okay, well, thanks for the info. I wish you were on Leafit. Then you could have let everyone know and actually made money for posting it. And they're like wondering what Leafit is. All you're doing is getting an interest. People will get there on their own, but all you have to do is supply them with the information. Don't feel like you have to sell them. You're creating the interest. So share your pictures and current feeds and mention how Leafit's paying you to post in their social network. When people start realizing that you're being paid for posting content, they won't believe it. So you may have to show them. Once the app launches and you make a few bucks with it, turn around and say, hey, here's what I made posting pictures in Leafit this month. Now, Google+, this is an interesting one because there are about 20 huge communities all about posting pictures. So there's like a landscape one, there's pets ones, just all sorts of ones. Take pictures, post them in there, add a little description to it, and even put a link to your actual URL on Leafit. Now, I'll give you a little bit of warning because I did post a picture on Google Plus last week, and I have a few people hating me for it that I know, but I got right about 2,000 plus ones to this picture. Well, I got a message from Google, and basically, because it went so viral, they don't believe that I actually got that they're all legit plus ones. They think they're manipulated, which I can tell you they're not, and the people that I associate with on the internet know they're not because they've seen me do this time and time again and watched me do it. So hopefully you don't get anything that goes too viral that they punish you, but I got banned for 2 weeks, and so that's why we're doing this on YouTube and doing a hangout through there instead of Google Plus tonight. So let's talk about some paid efforts, because I know there's a few of you that say, I just don't know how to get a following on this. Well, the good thing is you only need 3 people to get paid all the way down your 9-level matrix. Here's just a few ideas that I've started using, and I can tell you from the few people that I have using Craigslist, they love it. It takes them 5 minutes to do 3 posts. They'll choose 3 cities, and they'll either put it in computer or creative gigs. And are they getting 100 a day? No. But they're getting 3, 5 affiliates every day. Now you start adding that up over time, you're looking to 100, 150 affiliates in 1 month. So that can build you up really, really quick. And like I said, the free affiliate accounts are important because not only are you going to get paid commission on the content they post, but they are going to go into a funnel where they will be educated on the associate program. Facebook ads. All I have to say is if you do them, be very, very targeted towards what you're doing. If you are going to post about women's fashion, and those are the picture and the ad that you're going to post, then make sure that you're targeting women associated with women's fashion. They have an interest in that. You can now target behavioral with people who have posted 50 plus pictures in the last 30 days. That is now a portion of Facebook ads. One thing I will say is if you do Facebook ads, you have to have a account, a Facebook page that has 100 fans to it. Now, I'll talk a little bit about that here in a few minutes. Solo ads, unless you're an internet marketer, you'll have no clue what I'm talking about. Solo ads are where you will actually go and pay somebody who has a list of emails to send out an email blast for you. And if you end up wanting to do those, one of the best ones that I've used is Safe Swaps. It's a good site where you can find lists, you can make sure and contact them, but we'll get into that one here in a few minutes also. So let's talk about the Craigslist ad. Create an actual gig, have qualifications and skills needed. So for example, looking for a social media guru could be your title. And your skills or qualifications, you want an understanding of social media, people familiar with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, people who are motivated by money. Make it like you really are looking for these people, because you are. Those are the people you want in your network, people who are motivated by money and who understand social media. You can find people to post in multiple places for you on Fiverr. It should put in there fiverr.com, and yes, that is 2 R's if you're not familiar with it. Fiverr is a site that allows you to have people do things for you, people that may have other specialties that you don't. You can get, what they call them gigs. You can get a Fiverr gig done for $5, and they'll go and do about whatever you want. If you're going to post a Craigslist with your personal account, the average, depending upon how your IP is and the account that you're posting from, it's usually about 3 times per day, so 3 cities that you could do. Okay, Facebook. How do you market on Facebook? Well, if you're just doing your regular, posting to your friends and family, just tell them, I'm getting paid to post pictures on social media. Are you? Or are you getting paid for your selfies? I've said that to quite a few people. Like I said, you'll need a Facebook page, minimum 100 fans before you can advertise on Facebook. And Fiverr is another good place where you can get those fans cheap. You go in there, pay $5, they'll add a couple hundred fans. And you're not looking to really build this Facebook fan page yet. Some people will. That's completely up to you. But at the moment, you're just trying to get fans so that you can advertise if you go that route. On Pinterest and Instagram, I've gone into many different posts that, especially if you just kind of search through and you see a post that has 1,000 likes to it, say something in the comments. Man, you could have made $42 if you'd have posted that picture on Leafit. Here's a link. They'll click through to it. Solo ads. And then you can see here I put advanced users only, and it can be expensive if you don't know what you're doing. And you'll need to have very creative ads. Now, when you get these lists, most of these lists will go to people who are considered internet marketers. They are used to seeing sales ads thrown at them daily. So they may not sign up. They may. The good part about it, and why I say they're valuable as associates if they do sign up, is because most of them have a list of 20,000, 30,000, 80,000, some over 100,000, who, if they get in, they will email that list. And I can tell you, I've got a friend of mine named Joe, and I don't think Joe's on here tonight. I think he's with his family. But I talked to Joe about this. He was on vacation last week, and I said, Joe, you just really need to be a part of this. And Joe's a big Pinterest guy. He said, it looks good. I like it. I'm going to do it. And so then he sent out an email blast to his list. He has 5,000 people on his list, and he signed up. I think it was, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I want to say in the first hour or so, or 2 hours, he had like 4 associates and 70 some affiliates just from his list. So that's what solo ads can do. You'll see my contact information at the end of this, and if you are interested in solo ads, there's a few of us that can help you and at least put you in the right direction. So outside the box ideas, I have hundreds of them, but I'm going to give you a few that will help you here. And as we move along, you join the Facebook group, the Skype group, I'll definitely give you a few more. So local small papers and business journals, digital billboard companies, or any sort of advertising. Create a scene before a movie, leave behind cards. So what do you say? You contact your local paper or business journal and ask if you can write a guest article about a big social network coming up called Leafit. You already know enough to talk about it, and so just kind of write a short article about how it's going to change the social shopping landscape. And for those of you that don't understand how maybe that's happening yet, Leafit does have a provisional patent that they are the only company that's going to be allowed to tag an image, tag a product in an image, search a database of retail locations or websites, and then provide a link to purchase that actual item. And in the near future, since most of you are familiar with face recognition and how that's starting to happen, you're probably going to see some product recognition, and it's going to say, hey, I see this product in this image. Would you like to tag it? So you can talk about some of those things. Most digital billboard companies have open inventory, and if you're not familiar with digital billboard companies, those are the ones that will change ads like roughly every 8 seconds, some are every 10 seconds. Well, they don't sell out all that inventory. So if you can talk to them and get them to start an account, and then they use that open inventory to either promote themselves or a nonprofit group, just say, hey, you have that unsold inventory, you can promote your own URL and then get paid to actually have people post pictures, get paid for people that sign up. I'm working that with another industry right now, and I don't want to give that information out too much, but anybody that is in my matrix at all, you will benefit huge if this happens. But that's basically a way to get paid advertising without you personally having to pay, and you'll benefit from it. So if you're the guy that's the social person or woman, and feel free talking to anybody, movie's getting ready to start, walk up before the previews, just say, attention everyone, welcome to whatever movie. Just wanted to let you know I saved $5 on my insurance. That type of thing. So turn it into something funny, and then they're going to listen to you. And you can even go and say, no, in all seriousness, I made enough money this week posting pictures on social media that I can treat my friends to this movie. If you're interested to know more, here's where you go. Enjoy your movie. That's not for everybody, but I got somebody that's actually going to be doing that tonight. We talked about the leave behind card. There's some places out there that'll do free business cards. Moo.com is one. And I'll see if I can find you some lists for some others. And they're not full-size business cards, but they're kind of a leave-behind thing. But you could definitely print some that say something like, getting paid for posting your selfies, we are, and then put your URL. And just leave them in different places. Leave them at coffee shops. Leave them in bookstores. Depending upon what your laws are in your state or your city, leave them on people's windshields. So now I want to talk a little bit about affiliates versus associates, and there's been a lot of conversation about people not understanding exactly which is which. The words are so close to each other. So I'm going to try to explain this a little bit and see if it helps you out. Affiliates, free account. Now, affiliates pay you when people purchase from the content shared. So if I'm affiliate and I go post something and someone ends up buying through it on Leafit, then I get paid a percentage or a commission. Now, that is completely the only thing I will make if I'm an affiliate. On the associate side of things, you get paid monthly within the matrix, which if you don't understand the matrix and you question that stuff, we can talk about that another time. Ask me on our Skype group, on our Facebook group, and I'll help you out with it. But the main benefits of the matrix is you get purchased from all the people, or you get paid on the purchases from all people you bring in. So if oh, Joe goes and shares content somewhere and somebody buys through it, I'm going to collect a percentage off of that because Joe is under me, and Joe's actually an associate, but he's also an affiliate. So the more affiliates you have, the more people you can get paid off of. And I've had the question, okay, I'm an affiliate, Mark, so I've signed up some other and I've shared and got some other affiliates in there with me. So does that mean I get paid for them also? No, you have to have an associate account. As soon as you have a paid associate account, you will get paid for commissions on all the things purchased through the content they share. Upgrading affiliates. So you may have a list right now, like Joe had 70 affiliates and he only had 4 associates, which 4 associates is still pretty good. So you may be asking, well, how can I get more people to become associates? When you sign up, when an affiliate signs up, whoever they signed up under directly will have their name, their email, and their phone number. I'm not suggesting you call them. I think that's a bad decision. But sending them an email, welcoming them to Leafit, and letting them know that you're their sponsor, you're here to help them. We'll educate you enough to be able to help them for sure. And I've actually got some emails that I send out to affiliates when they join to let them know what the benefit is of being an associate. Because some people assume that as soon as they get that free affiliate account, that they're actually getting all the benefits that you get when you do have an associate account. So we want to make sure you separate those, even though those words are so close. Invite them to our Skype and Facebook groups. It's not just for associates. While we do want all associates in there, if you're an affiliate, we want to help you. So make sure and contact us to get in there. We're not only just helpful in showing the benefits of the associate membership, but we want to help build your network value as well. And as Paul says, all people are users of the app. So anybody that uses the app is an affiliate. So that's kind of all I have for this basic training to give you some ideas. Please feel free to contact us. You've got my personal Skype right there. You've got my personal email. The Facebook group, just search Leafit Training in Facebook. You're going to find us. Any questions at all, we will be happy to answer, happy to help you out, because that's what we're here for, is to make sure that you're in a position to continue making money with Leafit if you want to be. That's all I have for tonight, but thank you guys for showing up and ask us any questions in the groups. Thank you again.